Crop Talk TV podcast. Peace.
And it's Demeco Ryans. I've seen some people come out and be critical of him because of the fourth quarter meltdown. No, I don't agree. I think he came out, he called a good game. Were the things that they need to fix? Yeah, you come out and you get gashed up the middle. All right, like, dude, Kinlaw, get in there. I need you, right? But got gashed in the run game a little bit. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's fix it. Regardless of that, midway through the fourth quarter or whatever it was, they had 10 points and scored 38-10 or 41-10 or whatever it was. Now, because of the last few minutes, everybody's down on Demeco Ryan. And it's like, dude, like, I get it. Things did not go their way. Maybe the 49ers went to more of a prevent defense. Maybe them going to the prevent defense made a team have to check down a little bit more. I lose my starting cornerback in Jason Verrett. I got to throw Dante Johnson in. As soon as he comes in, they throw it deep. They get the ball on the 1 yard line. Like, I didn't see anything from that game from a schematical standpoint. There was like, oh, well, the 49ers weren't prepared and weren't ready. They got gashed in the run game. Okay, let's go back to the drawing boards and fix that. But overall, for a majority of the game, he called a good game. I don't think we saw anything that was just like, oh, man, like, this is terrible. The 49ers defense is completely unprepared. Excuse me. I'm getting a little too excited here, man, because I see all the comments, man. I see all the comments about him. I even see your comments right now. And we're going to get to them. I'm going to get to them. But we're talking about a guy who, for the majority of the game, 49ers had given up 10 points. And because you start having some injuries, some fluky stuff happened, onside kick goes off Kittle's face mask. You got to play with Dante Johnson in the game. I mean, we're talking about things that happen. Like, that's who he had to play with. And I saw somebody talk about Robert Saleh early on. They were like, oh, well, Robert Saleh struggled early on. Robert Saleh struggled early on, not because he didn't know what he was doing or from a schematical standpoint, but because of his personnel, right? Like, who did Robert Saleh have in that first year that was like, oh, like, these are guys to build around? Who? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who? So we saw Robert Saleh continue to get better as the players got better. You get players better and guys get to grow more in this game, then you stop seeing some of those things. But I thought Robert Saleh did a lot of encouraging things early on. And I noticed it, and it was weird that other people were so down on him. And I get the results of the results. But even in his second year, 49ers were ranked like, what, 11th or 12th in the NFL defensively, you know, in yardage. And that was with 5 takeaways. He had nobody taking the ball away. He had no playmakers out there. So it's like, damn, I'm out here. I got no edge rushers. Got maybe a young linebacker in Fred Warner. I'm supposed to have Reuben Foster. He ain't out here. Guys are hurt all the time. I think Tart was playing well, but missed like half the year. So you have all these different things going on, and still 49ers had 12th defense or 11th defense in the NFL. And Robert Saleh, and then he gets, you know, then they're like, all right, well, we're really going to get you some weapons. Now, Robert Sherman ended up being a year removed from his injury at this point. You know, Witherspoon started to play better, a little up and down, whatever the case is. But now you have Bosa. Now you have D Ford, Fred Warner another year. Like, then boom, number 1 defense in the league. But Saleh didn't all of a sudden get good. He was getting good already. He just didn't have the personnel. So we look at Demeco Ryans last night, and already, especially at the cornerback position, he's a little short-handed. I got to go out here with a rookie, Diamador Lenore, playing on the outside. All right. I got Verrett, though. Oh, dang, Verrett goes down. And then the issues start. So you got you're trying to figure some things out. For a minute, they tried to bring some backups in. They brought in Ambry Thomas. He didn't play very well, but they had took out Kawan Williams. You had lost Verrett. You maybe taking out some edge rushers, and things start happening. And now it's like, oh man, Demeco Ryans, he can't coach now. Like, Demeco Ryans, he can't coach because he's playing with all these reserve players. Like, because Dante Johnson got called for a pass interference on the 1 yard line. Like, now he can't coach. Like, get out of here, man. Oh, like the game plan was sound. The Lions had 10 points, like, damn near midway through or whatever it was. Then weird stuff started happening. They scored. They got an onside kickback. They scored. You got reserves in. Weird things started happening. But I think ultimately it helps him say, look, can't walk around like our stuff don't stink. We have to make sure that we pay attention to the fine details of things. If anything, he needs to – we got to have this get the personnel right. So is Josh Norman going to help him? What are they going to do at the cornerback position? Make sure things are tight. Can we get Kinlaw back? Get some guys back, start making some plays, man. I think you're going to be fine. No issues about Demeco Ryans in his game plan up until the last 2 minutes. So I look at everything in its entirety. I thought he coached a good game up until the very end, and I think a lot of that had to do with the personnel that was out there. More so than him just being a bad coordinator.
Crop Talk TV podcast. Peace.